Friday. TGIF, welcome to the Valentine Show. Excellent show coming down the pike today. Thank you for the people that are here. We here, guys. Yeah, we got an excellent show coming down the pipe today. We're gonna be talking about the censorship. I want somebody to call in. I think conservatives, we're not understanding what this censorship is. We're gonna be getting into details. Kurt Schilling, quote unquote, gets booted for being a conservative from his insurance company. We got a lot of things. Letitia James, Attorney General from New York, suing the NYPD. What do you expect from these Dema KKK rats? Okay. We're here. Friday. Thank you to all the people that are here. Excited as always to be here on the Valentine Show. Man, like I said, and I'm not going to get tired of saying I love it. I love Fridays. I love being with you guys here. I love commingling. We're going to be doing all that stuff. Around 8:30, we're going to be turning on the lines. I'm going to be going into the text, the chat. I want you guys to hit that like button. The people that are here, hit that like button. Who's here, man? Say what's up. Who is here? Who's on the Valentine Show? The crew should be popping in shortly, like always. I'm grateful, man. Happy to be here on Friday. Grateful that you guys decide to take off your time, like I always said, decide to take off your personal time and come join me every single Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern here, and we're able to talk and do all that good stuff. But you know what? I don't want to rob more of your time, and we're just going to get right into it right away because there is just a lot of stuff to cover. Meanwhile, I don't bore you guys too much, right? So let's get into it right away. How's the audio? Does the audio sound good? Who's up in here? Morgan, like always. Hello, Morgan. How you doing? Woods Steezy is in the house. Yo, what up, man? What up, Woods Steezy? How you doing, bro? Oh, woman, I want to be, politically correct. I'm assuming because, look what it is. I'm assuming because there's a car on the picture of the profile, I'm assuming it's a guy. My patriarchal self, my toxic masculinity is assuming that it's a guy, but it might be a girl that loves cars. Hey, good to you. Good for you, you know? Let's get right into it. Letitia James from the New York Attorney General, Tisha James, is suing the NYPD. Why? Because the NYPD act too tough with BLM rioters in this summer. Could you believe this, guys? Again, Democrat, but what do you expect? I got a new name, guys, for the Democrats. Dema KKK rats. Democrats. I took that from Kurt Schilling, which we're gonna get into later about how, according to him, he got booted from his insurance company from his views, from being a conservative. Is this what's coming down the pike? We're going to get into that. Is this purge more of a purge or a siege against conservatism under the guise of quote unquote safety and eradicating violence from the internet? Is this what's really going on here? I have my views, and I want to hear you guys' views too. But let's keep talking about Attorney General Tisha James here, and you're gonna see what she calls the protest like a typical Democrat KKK crats, like a typical. Look what she says about these protests. Look, let's read a little bit on here. On Thursday, State Attorney General Letitia James filed a lawsuit against the NYPD for supposedly excessive force and false arrests during the Black Lives Matter protest riots this summer. The suit alleges that the NYPD and its top brass have failed to address a longstanding pattern of abuse by not properly training, supervising, and disciplining officers to prevent misconduct. This statement right here, if it was true, I will agree with it 100%. Meaning, if there's issue in the force of misconduct, improper training, et cetera, let's take care of it. Let's reform the force. Let's discipline those officers who are taking. Who are behaving bad on the force. Let's do all that. That's great, right? But to go more than that, and look what she's saying. Look, you know she has a political stance when she says this what you're about to hear right now. Look what she says. There is no question that the NYPD engaged in a pattern of excessive, brutal, and unlawful force in surprisingly, overwhelmingly peaceful protests, James claims. They were hitting NYPD officers with cars. They were doing all the things that they were doing to the police officers. You guys think that these people are superhuman beings? There was a siege against police officer. The whole country seeing, except conservatives, was and all Democrats. Now Democrats are pro police when they sadly killed that officer in the Capitol. Now they're like, oh, the police officer and this or whatever is it that they're saying, right? But before they were anti-police, which shows here to me this is anti-police, that you take a whole lawsuit against the NYPD. Doesn't these things get like resolved internally, and you don't try to like pile on what's going on with officers nationwide, and in particular New York City, who is getting an increase in crimes? But again, these are Democrats, and you know what the message is sending? If I was a police officer, I would not be putting my life on the line for my job. If they was to call me, I'll take my time, go nice and easy, but I will not be putting myself on the line for a city that doesn't want me, does not want my job, that does not appreciate who I am. None of that stuff, man. It's crazy. But this is who these people are again. Why do you think people are leaving? There's trends in the United States, people leaving from Democratic areas to Republican states, right? Like, and AOC the other day calling Republican states, red states, suppressed states. Suppressed. There's people going to these states because they're able to live better. They pay less taxes. They have to deal with the less foolery that's happening on in these blue states. California, mass exodus. New York, mass exodus. Going to where? These people are going to red states. They're going to Texas. They're going to Florida. That's what these people are doing. And let me give you guys a little hint to you see this exodus from these blue states, guys. That tells you the temperature of the country a little bit. I know some of you guys with our defeat, sadly, with the president Donald Trump, you guys might think that, you know, there's like people are looking for democratic policies. That might not be the case, guys. That might not be the case. Why? You see people flocking out of blue states and going into red states. There's not an exodus from red states going into blue states. That's the trend in the country. So if the country's trending like that, you know a little bit of where these people want. What is it that you Americans really want? They want peace and quiet. You guys know exactly how important now, and I hope you guys don't understand with this whole pandemic that just passed. Understand the importance of local politics. The people the mayor, the people that sit on the board, the people that are in your local state legislature. How important this is, because if not, you get people like this that are come in here and they want to put these stupid laws, again, bashing against the NYPD because the riots, the murderous riots that cost the country about $2 billion. She says they're overwhelmingly peaceful riots. Not even protests, riots. And you guys remember those reporters saying, hey, they have ignited fires. They have ignited fires, but the protest is overwhelmingly peaceful. Fire just said there's a blazing fire in the back, but the protest is peaceful. Again, democratic way of thought is insanity. The people that are here, what's up? Who's up in here? A lot of people, see the chat is ready to rock and roll. Is a lot of people in there. Thank you for the people that are here. Hit that like button. We're gonna get into there's a lot coming down, and I want somebody to call, and hopefully we are able to debate this topic peacefully. Somebody who disagrees with me when I turn on the lines regarding the whole censorship thing, and how I believe that Twitter does have the right to censor the people the way they want, the same way I do it here, and the same way I'm gonna do it at 9 o'clock when I say nobody cursing on my channel. I think Twitter has the same thing to censor. Now, the reasons that they're doing it, that's a whole nother ballgame, and we're gonna be talking about that, how there might be even civil rights issues involved in there, and possible discrimination involved in there also. Because of the way of thought. Let's continue here. I see Ronnie's in the casa. Ronnie, what's up, man? How you been, brother? I think I didn't see you the other day here. I'm not sure if you were here on the channel, but you're back. You're here. I'm not sure. I don't remember seeing you on live stream, but you're here. So let's go. Let's talk about here President-elect. We could call, it's okay, guys. We could call him President-elect Joe Biden. Now it's official. It is official because of the vote on January 6th, obviously. President-elect Joe Biden has unveiled a $1.9 trillion stimulus plan, which will give 1,400 direct-to payments and federal unemployment benefits. So 1.9 trillion, again, the Democrats have control of the House, they have control of the Senate, and they have control of the president executive branch, which will sign all this into law. Let's see what happens if none of their members turn against them and they are able to pass this. Let's read a little bit some of the details as to what's being offered here. Right off the back, there will be an additional stimulus check of $1,400. This, I mean, even President Trump supported this. Mitch McConnell didn't support this, which I called Mitch McConnell cheap for not doing this. And this probably hurt the re-election bid of Donald J. Trump. The fact that they didn't give the money to people that were hurting. There's people that are hurting. And I say it again, I say it all the time. I know that there's people that are fiscally conservative. I know that we don't want to just give a handout money but there's people that are hurting economically, business that are hurting economically, because you just can't stop. You just can't, the government cannot say to private businesses, like, let's say, for example, a Citibank or a bank that a business owner has to pay a mortgage to. They cannot tell that bank, oh, stop collecting its debt. They cannot intrude on private businesses like that. Hence, these mortgages, these payments, they keep going and going. And a lot of these people are into debt, and people too, on a personal level, they're in debt. So this $2,000 or $1,400, which will bring the total to $2,000. So $600 that President Trump signed and $1,400 that Joe Biden, quote unquote, will sign. Again, I believe it when I see it. That's how you should be with politics. $2,000, $1,400 extra. So let's see what happens with that. $400 in weekly federal unemployment through September. So they want to put this all the way up to September, which might be a double-bladed sword, right? Double-bladed sword. Why do I say that? $400 in weekly unemployment benefits will put up that substantially to the money that people get unemployed. The people that have never gotten unemployment, you get a fraction, at least in the state of New York, you get a fraction of what you regularly get from your regular job. Fraction. So meaning nothing. Let's say you get $800 in your job on a weekly basis. On unemployment, you'll get $300 or something like that, maybe. So or less. Who knows? Something like that. So this $400 will take it around there. I say it might be double-bladed sword because it might trigger the same thing that happened, that was the fear last time, for people to stay home and not go to work. But if there's no jobs to go to work to, then that might be a problem. But it could also be a positive because, again, if people take this money and they start meaning using it in restaurants, using it here, using it food, using it, go to the barbershop, using it there, then there will be an expansion of the economy, and that would jumpstart the economy again, ready, even though the economy is looking like it's doing pretty good, but this will give it that extra jolt, right? That extra Red Bull, and keep it going, right? So it might be good, might be bad. We should see what happens at the end of the day. I hope, I can't say because Joe Biden's president, I want the economy to fail. That's asinine. That's stupidity at its finest, and that is that's just crazy to say that, right? I want you guys, I want you, and I know you guys want me to also to be able to put food on my table. Not only if there's a president that I like, but another president also, everybody, right? Obviously, because President Joe Biden is going to be the president, that doesn't mean I support every single thing the man says. No, I'm going to be, there's going to be a whole bunch of things that I'm going to be against. Because again, it's a person, not even a person. I'm voting on a different. I'm voting on a different thing now, on a different level. I'm not voting on candidates in particular. I'm voting on platforms, what the party represents. There's no way in hell, unless hell freezes over, and the Democratic Party switches to be the Republican, the Republican, the Democrat, never I will vote for the Democratic Party ever, 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 because of what they believe in their persecution that they have on people like me, which is Christianity, right? A Christian man. Never ever. And obviously the biggest thing on planet Earth, which is the sanctioning and the promoting of murder, of children being murdered in the womb of bellies. I was watching in the bellies of women. I was watching a video my wife was showing me. By the way, my wife is back in the Spanish show. So the people that watch El Show de Valentín in Spanish, she's gonna be there tonight. I was watching a video on my wife's phone the other day, and it was a little monkey. Actually, yesterday it was a little monkey, a female monkey, a little monkey, I don't know, a little thing like that, right? And she was breastfeeding her little baby, right? And the human went to touch her little baby, and she was like, "No, don't touch my baby," like a couple of times, like, "Don't touch him, don't touch him." The little monkey was like, "Don't touch him, don't this is my baby." That's an animal. And there's some women and men, because men sanction this also, and they force women to do this too sometimes, that want to kill their babies. That want to kill their babies. It's just insanity. An animal protecting their baby, a human being that's able to think and rationale, they want to kill their baby in the name of monetary wellness and economic freedom and personal freedom is insanity. But let's continue. We weren't even talking about monkeys. How are we even talking about monkeys now? But we were talking about money. Let's get right back to it. So $130 billion in funds to reopen schools. I don't get this right here. I don't understand this. $130 billion to reopen schools for what? Like what? What do you need to reopen schools? Like, what is it that you need? How much? Okay. Let's say you gotta buy mask. Perfectly. You gotta buy mask and hand sanitizer. You need $130 billion to do that? Just to reopen schools? $130 billion? I don't know. $350 billion in assistance for states and local governments, and this right here, a major expansion in child tax credit, which I didn't read this whole article, and I couldn't find exactly what was it that they were talking about with that expanded child tax credit, which is something that you do when you apply for your, obviously we're going into tax season now. And if they're looking into increase the amount of money that they're going to give per dependent per child, not sure. Let's see if I'm able to find more details on that. But I get right back to you guys on that one. For the people that are here, thank you so much for being here every Friday. As you guys know, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for supporting the Valentine Show. Right now, if you have not done it yet, hit that like button, because guys, YouTube is not promoting my channel at all whatsoever. At all whatsoever. They don't promote it. It's like, it seems like I'm not gonna say that I'm banned. I'm not gonna say that I'm suppressed, because I don't have no proof as to what's really happening. Nobody does, actually, in this whole YouTube game. But they are not promoting my channel. That's 100%. The reason, I have no idea why. And it's up to you guys to help me. How? By hitting that like button. Every time you guys see my video, like now, if you haven't, hit that like button right now and share with a family member. Hey, look at this guy that I see. Check him out. Subscribe to his channel. And that will definitely help me out a lot. Let's get right now into the meat of what we're going to be talking about today a little bit. What we're going to be talking about here. We're going to be talking about, actually, you know what? No, let me not do that. Let me do this, guys. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Let me do this. I was talking about, how nobody has a clue, right? How sometimes the whole YouTube algorithm and content works, et cetera, et cetera. But there's some channels out there that are just peddling stupidity, and people love that. That's the thing. People love clickbaiting. People love sensationalism. People don't like the truth. People love all this stuff. This video that I'm about to show you guys here is that. Look at the video. The name of the video right here. It's called "The Swamp is Empty." And actually, I was gonna do that here, and I forgot. He goes and says that Pelosi is in prison in 1/11/2021. He said this on the 11th, right? That Pelosi is in prison. QAnon or conspiracy theories, but look and look at this. This is the craziness about this, right? This is how brainwash and how this is why politicians lie to people, because people don't investigate. This is why the media lies to people, because people, they don't have their own brains. They come here like on this show, you guys are here, and they just come and they believe every single thing, every single word I'm saying, without doing zero investigation, without, yo, let me see if Valentine, what he's saying is right, let me just check it out. Here at least I show you guys, you know, things, right? I show you guys a website, I show you that where I'm getting my information, etc., etc. People on the internet, someplace, they don't do none of that stuff. They start shouting out gibberish like this right here, and people eat it up. I'm gonna tell you guys what we need to do, because this is infecting us. And I talk about us because we're the ones that got to get better at this. I'm talking about conservatives or people on the right. These people, believe it or not, they are on our side, meaning on our side when it comes politically, but they are extreme to the right, extreme. Look what this guy says right here. This is called, and look at the craziness about this. This guy has 17,400 people that are listening to this garbage, again, because this is what people want. And look how many views this person has, 490,000 views. And me, that I'm trying to do something good, I don't get no views or no nothing. But again, it's in the hands of God. But let's listen to this craziness.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to mess around. I'm not going to wait for people to show up. This is the real deal. This is no bullshit, and this is
pardon the cursing. There's going to be a little bit of cursing here. Pardon the cursing.
No projecting. Nancy Pelosi has been arrested for high treason.
Like once you hear that, and I'm saying this with love to people. There might be some people in here in this chat who just take this information as fact, right? Once you hear something like this, it's just super easy you could go on Google and be like, Nancy Pelosi arrested. See how many news organizations are going to report that. If nobody's reporting that, because this will be a huge news, Nancy Pelosi arrested, then you know this guy is doing exactly what he said at the beginning, which he's projecting and is doing BS. Just like he said, this is exactly what this guy is doing. But again, people enjoy this.
One of the Cuomos has been arrested for selling the something pack to the Chinese. It was the language that the voting machines. This is.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm not even sure you guys are hearing this. Yeah, you guys are hearing this. All right, cool. You see how he's saying, he's just making it up maybe as he goes. Like he doesn't even know what he's saying. He's like, one of the Cuomos got arrested. One of the Cuomos got arrested for selling the something pack, the Wu-Tang pack, or he might as well say the chicken broccoli pack. He's just making this stuff up, and people are eating this up like it's fact.
A 4-year investigation coming to an end. The Biden and Camilla have absolutely been arrested for high treason.
The Biden and Camilla, they're arrested, and the ones you are seeing now about to take office are actually drones who have ankle bracelets on and are puppets of the lizard people, according to Alex Jones and Q.
Hunter Biden has been arrested for high treason. If you have a Democratic mayor and there was problems in your area with voting, your mayor has been arrested. This is not a drill. This is not bullshit. Every single Democrat,
it's not BS,
that has been voted into the office for the last 4 years has been arrested for high treason. There is 10 Democrats that have not. If you have followed my spy posts where Dr. John Coleman spoke, and you heard my story where the tall general was following him. The retired general was following him. The strangest coincidence happened because I'm going to post later a 30-minute video where Lieutenant Thomas McKinley, a 3-star general who has been in England intercepting transmissions between the Hillary Clinton and China. And that is the same gentleman who approached me after Dr. John Coleman, the retired British spy, walked away from me and said that you will be approached by a gentleman 7 feet tall. This is the guy. I'm going to post a video of him talking at a very elegant event. His wife is now dying, not of COVID. And he tells he has seen the evidence of high treason on Nancy Pelosi's computer. A woman said, "Is it in the possession of the FBI?" And Lieutenant General Thomas McKinley said, "That would be stupid."
We don't have to continue here. You guys get the gist. You guys understand how crazy this is, right? And again, you just saw that. I just played you a little clip. Like the first thing that come out of his mouth is gibberish. Nancy Pelosi's in prison, and it has 9.1K views. There's people believing this stuff. Maybe let me see some of the chats. This guy's a Democrat and gets off on giving people false hope. It probably is. This guy's probably making dough on this channel right now, making stupidity, and people, again, on the right fall for his stupidity. And he's just like, yeah, because General McKinley, this, that, and there's people who are following this guy in this gibberish, and he's probably just making people on the right go crazy. And the internet is full jam-packed of people like this, just spitting out stupidity for people to go crazy, and people are just eating it up. He's like, yes, and they go tell it to people like it's true. Like, no, it's not true. Nancy Pelosi's not arrested. And you know what's the funny thing about this, guys? I found this on the person who tweeted it, which I'm not gonna give his name, is this guy is a guy that is in these circles, right? He comes out. He's probably been to the White House. He's a guy. He has a big following too. Like I said, my pretty big following, way more people than I do. And he just tweeted this, which was posted. I'm like, how do you believe this? And this is a smart guy. I'm like, how do you believe this gibberish? And I told him that. I had to tell him on Twitter. I'm like, why would you post this? I told him just like that. Why would you post this? You're a smart guy. And he hasn't responded to me. Like, come on, man. Now let's get in here into the President AMLO from Mexico, who has spoken good words of the president last time he was in the White House and got some heat because he said good things of the president. Is saying that he's in total disagreement with the way that they are treating Donald Trump. He says he disagrees with this. He disagrees to a point with this censorship that he's considering building Mexico their own social media network. Again, I told you guys this. When I said the market will take care of this, the market will take care of this. This is what happened when you suppress people, or you as a company are doing things that the users don't like. Plain and simple. Twitter lost like $2 billion. Facebook lost like $34 billion, if I'm not mistaken, or 40-something billion dollars in this week that they're doing all this censorship. People don't want this. People just want to go on social media and say whatever comes to their mind, plain and simple. They could say the most outlandish things, and that's okay. You know why? We need to hear that. We need to know what these people are thinking. If we don't know, if we suppress what these people are thinking, first of all, they're not gonna have somebody, though. The people that are thinking crazy, they're not gonna have somebody to tell them, no, what you're thinking is incorrect, which is crazy, man. Let's see what he says a little bit here, and that way you guys see that he's also, again, talking about making their own social media, because he doesn't believe this, and it makes perfect sense now. Okay, you're doing this here. Twitter's doing this here in the United States. Okay, perfect. What happens when they're doing this in England, when they decide what's correct in England, when they decide what's correct in Mexico, when they decide what's correct in the Dominican Republic, when Twitter decides, a company decides, and not even the government or the people through the avenue of the government decide what's correct and not. So you just let this, for this media monstrosity, which is social media, to do this. That is no good. You're controlling the train of thought of the people now. And I'm talking like this, right? All this being said, these social media companies still have the right to do whatever they want, and they still have the right to go under if they don't adapt to the changing times. Let's get into this right away. Mexico president publicly pledged to lead a global effort to fight against big tech censorship after a number of major companies moved to deplatform President Trump. President Andrés Manuel López Obrador said that he's reaching out to other governments already. He criticized the power big tech companies wield and said that they should not be able to stifle free speech. I can tell you that the first G20 meeting we have, I'm going to make a proposal on this issue. López Obrador said on Thursday, yes, social media should not be used to incite violence. And everybody in planet Earth agrees with this, to incite violence, which Donald Trump was not doing, and all that. But this cannot be used as a pretext to suspend freedom of expression. And it might be using this as a pretext for something else, a political motive, which we're going to get into later. But look, this is thanks to right here. This is the Mexico Daily News. Let me see where I find where he's talking about making their own social media. Look, freedom is in the case. Right here. The president's proposal to create a national social media network triggered chatter about what such a site will be called. One Twitter user suggested FaceMex or TwitMex, apparently taking his inspiration from state oil company Pemex. So López Obrador, they're talking about making their own website. Because how is it that you're going to say Twitter is going to come into your country and shape Twitter, and a company who's an international company, and shape the mind of your citizens? Makes no sense. And again, this is why you got to let these people do this, right? This is why you got to let Twitter do this. This is why you got to let Facebook do this, because they are going to create their own demise. Imagine if Twitter sees this and AMLO goes, which they have the right to do, said, we are banning Twitter. Plain and simple. Because they control freedom of speech. We want somebody who does not control freedom of expression. Plain and simple. Who loses? Twitter. And again, it has proven to lose. But it's up to you guys. It's up to me to support these other social media sites that are coming up. Like I just opened an account on Signal, which is like competition for WhatsApp. WhatsApp, they don't use it too much. At least the English speaking population in the United States does not use it so much, but we use it, the Latinos, and in Europe they use it a lot. WhatsApp. We use also Signal is another gram. He himself, I think he went on what was it, on Facebook. He uses a lot of Facebook, and he told them to go and download Telegram, which I'm not sure exactly what Telegram, what is their platform, or how is it that they do? What is their business model? Their competition to what? Somebody in the comments might let me know. Exactly. Ronnie, since you talking about Telegram, Ronnie, what is Telegram like? Is it like a Twitter? Is it like a Facebook? What is that like? Let's continue here and look at this. This is a funny thing. This is the funny thing, right? They come out now. Twitter comes out. CEO Jack Dorsey says, "Yo, we made a mistake. We set a dangerous precedent." I'm like, then unban Donald Trump. No, they don't want to do that. Look, Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey says on January 13th, the company decisions to remove President Donald Trump was divisive and set a dangerous precedent. Having to take these actions fragment the public conversation. They divide us. They limit the potential for clarification, redemption, and learning, and set a precedent I feel is dangerous. The power an individual or corporation has over a part of the global public conversation, Dorsey said. No, that's hypocrisy to me, because the first you could like unban them right away if you think it's dangerous, but they don't. Oh, Telegram is like a WhatsApp. Thank you, Ronnie. All right. They don't believe this. Look, he's saying, "Oh, we set a dangerous precedent." No, you didn't, bro. Stop that, man. You're not regretting that you banned Donald J. Trump. You would have unbanned him right away. But since you're gonna get this backlash, probably, that's probably maybe what you're saying, this stupidity. But these are liberals, guys. And again, they don't have the power. We have the power to make them pay. We have it, but again, the people don't know how to wield this power correctly, in my opinion. And in particular with I think we got to start banding together more conservatives, right? We need to be a force to be reckoned with. That way, people are literally afraid of us, and I mean like politicians, right? They're afraid of the conservative vote. They're afraid of that, right? I want politicians to be afraid of the conservative vote. I want politicians to understand that without the conservative vote, you don't become president in the United States of America. What happened right now in these elections is an anomaly because of the candidate that Donald Trump was. We a lot of us here did not subscribe or approve of every single thing that he said and the way he conducted it. So we understand that, but we're big boys, right? And big girls, right? You're a big girl, you're a big boy. That's what we are, conservatives. We didn't care. What we enjoyed about Donald J. Trump is what the man did on policy. We enjoyed that. What he represented in the United States of America, that no other country would take advantage of America. You felt that with Donald J. Trump. I don't feel the same with Joe Biden. I think obviously because of his past dealings, and everybody knows this regarding China and stuff like that, we have to check it's not going to be the same, right? But let's see what happens, right? Let's see what happens. I'm going to be turning on the lines shortly, guys. Let me just get into this little bit. You know what? I'm going to probably skip this one on Amazon. And let's talk about Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling, the people that don't know this guy was a baseball player, excellent pitcher. I used to like Curt Schilling, right? He played for Boston, and I'm a Yankees fan, so I don't like him that much because we have a rivalry. But now he's a conservative, so I like him. I'm back to liking him, right? This is what Curt Schilling says, and this is what I am afraid of in reality here. This is the big problem that a lot of people are saying. Twitter has the right to do what they want because they are a private company, but are they doing it because of something else? Let's get into this right here. Curt Schilling says AIG canceled insurance over his social media post. Former star baseball pitcher turned conservative firebrand Curt Schilling has accused insurance giant AIG of canceling his policy because of his social media profile. See, that's now we are entering into the arena of discrimination and civil rights, something totally different than free speech. Totally different. Now this is literal discrimination, right? Former star pitcher, okay, I read that already. Schilling, an outspoken supporter of President Trump, also tied the company alleged retaliation to the coming storm and a recent election win by President-elect Joe Biden and Senate Democrats. We will be just fine, but wanted to let Americans know that AIG Insurance canceled our insurance due to my social media profile, Schilling tweeted on Tuesday. Please understand that this is and will in no way be a one-off. This is the coming storm. This is the future of the nation. If we allow the demo KKK crats, I like that. I took that, I robbed that from Curt Schilling, the demo KKK crats, the power they fraudulently came into and their core, this is exactly who they are, power and control, then F you. Schilling, who tweets under the name President-elect Curt Schilling, didn't pinpoint exactly what he thinks got him into hot water, but this is what he believes. And now this is the real issue at hand. It's not about Section 230. It's not about freedom of speech, because at the end of the day, Twitter is not shutting your freedom of speech. If they cancel your account, you're able to go somewhere else. You're able to go to another platform. You're able to write a book. You're able to go down the street. You're able to do this. You're able to do a whole bunch of things. You're still not silent. This is the major issue at play here. Are they banning people because of their political beliefs? If they are doing that, they are encroaching on discrimination, civil rights issue. That's a problem. That's the real issue that I see right there. And that's the real issue that a lot of people should see, that if they're doing this because of politics, you are discriminating because of a certain belief a person has. And now it's a problem that should be taken up in court. If this is true, I believe Curt Schilling has a civil rights case on his hands that he should take to the Supreme Court of the United States. Plain and simple. Just plain and simple. if this is the guise, if they're doing it under the guise of security, oh no, Donald Trump said violent things. He's promoting violence. He's doing this, which is that's not the case with Twitter. Thank God I mentioned that, and we're gonna get into that. That's not the case. Twitter is not. It's not because of violence. It's not because of what Donald Trump said. It's not that they don't permit violence on their platform, which they do. And I'm gonna show you the proof right now. They do 100%. Tweets that are still up, hashtags that are monstrous. They still have up, and they do not suppress these hashtags. They don't take these hashtags out, which they can, like Instagram did on the hashtag Stop the Steal. The moment that hashtag came up, Stop the Steal on Instagram, they banned that hashtag. You couldn't find that hashtag. Twitter has some chilling hashtags here that we're gonna get into right now. This is still up. This is still up, and we're gonna get into these hashtags right now. But this is the same reason that Amazon Web Hosting Services, they banned Parler, because of what was on their what their users were doing, right? You cannot hold a platform accountable for what your users do. That's actually in section 230, which everybody's for, right? Everybody's for that. Parler got booted by AWS because of what the supposedly what the users were doing on their platform. Yet Twitter, who is also a client of Amazon Web Hosting Services, AWS, is still allowed for their users, Twitter's user, to spew hate out here without no repercussions. And I'm gonna show you with the hashtag. Go do it yourself. Look, I even have them here. Look at these hashtags that I searched. Look at it. They're all here. They're all here. Look at this. Hashtag assassinate Trump. Look at this. Tell me again how Twitter's concerned with shutting down incitement to violence if I find a quick search yesterday. Assassinate Trump. They're all here. Look, they're here. They're here. They're all here. Look, assassinate Trump. And nobody does anything about him. Look, hashtag assassinate Trump. Twitter allows these stuff. Twitter allows these things. And we could continue. I did a whole search for a whole bunch of them. Watch this. Let me see what else we have here. Let me see. Look. Kill N-words. Look. Kill N-words. They're here. OMG gamers. F spicy hot. The fat dumb N-word is playing with his head. Look at this crazy. This guy's not neither Christian nor none of that. He doesn't believe in Jesus. Hashtag love God. Hashtag praise Jesus. Hashtag kill N-words. Look, and they're all here. They're here. Look at this. This is allowed. Look at this. At Barack Obama. F-word off crap. See, idiot, go back and fried chicken land. Look at this. Hashtag kill N-words. They're here. They're here. Twitter doesn't do, I'm live. I'm doing this live. Twitter does not do, they don't stop none of this. Look at this. Hitler was right. Hashtag Hitler was right. Hashtag kill Jews. They're here. Look. Hashtag kill Trump, kill Jews. Oh, this one wow, this one did a four banging. Hashtag kill Trump, hashtag kill Jews, hashtag kill Hitler, hashtag Hitler was right. Twitter does not suppress this. This is on Amazon AWS also. And Amazon AWS does not suppress Twitter. Why? Now is the big question. Is there a political motive? Is there a monetary motive? Is Amazon not allowing a competition to Twitter, which is Parler, to go up? Is it because Amazon is helping Twitter maintain a monopoly on this type of what they call microblogging, on this type of business model? Is that what Amazon AWS, and is it a political reason? I believe it's both. It might be a mix of them, right? It might be a mix of them, right? Because it's not violence. There's violence on here. But let me see this. How about kill Latinos? We good, Latinos. Yo, we good. Only one. We good, baby. Hey, we good. Kill Latinos. Not too many people kill Latinos in the United States. We're not too hit. That's the good thing about Latinos. Latinos were able to play both fields, right? We're able to play in the middle of the races, right? We're able to look two. How about kill Hispanics? Look, only two. Hey. We good. We are good. So this is the thing, right? This is the major issue here that we find ourselves with. Parler gets banned because there's violent material on their platform. It has nothing to do with the platform itself. Twitter does not get banned by AWS because they have all this violent material on it, yet they don't get banned. Are they suppressing people? Are they getting at people because of their political views? Are they getting at people because of their political views? The number to call is 646-470-1077. Look what says right there on what is that? On the right hand screen. No cursing. I am suppressing you right now. I will be suppressing you, and I will be censoring you, and there will be no cursing on my channel. Why am I wrong? That is the question of the night, and I want you guys to call me and answer that question. Let me turn on the lines. Let's turn them on. Let's turn these baby on. Let's go. Hopefully somebody is going to be calling me. I will be doing something a little bit different. I will be paying a little bit more attention. Oh man, my phone is not charging. I will be paying a little bit more attention. I will be paying a little bit more attention to the chat. I will be paying a little bit more attention to the chat. But I want you guys to call. The number 646-470-1077. Can somebody call me and let me know why am I wrong? Let's go right away. Caller, you on the air?
Oh, hey, Valentine, it's me, Steven. What's going on, man?
Steven, talk to me, bro. How you been, man? Happy New Year's, bro.
Oh, man, Happy New Year to you, brother. Latino for Trump, man.
Hey,
so what's going on? I wanted to just, first of all, let you know that you're not the only one that's having your channel suppressed.
Okay.
I make plenty of Trump live streams. I experience a lot of lagging. I get a bunch of trolls that go in there, and I don't see any of my videos on any arithmetics. I've lost over 200 subscribers, but yet my views and my watch time has gone up because I've been live streaming like you have the last 2 weeks, but I've lost 300 subs. Does that make any sense?
I think, you know what, you mentioned something that I think I'm gonna have to start doing. I think I'm gonna have to do a little bit more live streaming to see if that helps, because this is not from now though, to be honest, Steven. This is it's been for a while that it's been like this, that I don't think YouTube promotes my stuff, but let's see what happens, man. I got to try something different.
Well, this is what I wanted to tell you. I know you didn't mention this on your show, but I've talked about this on several live streams. I actually gave you a shout out in a couple of them. I talked about Trump 2024 on one of my titles, and I thought one of the ideas was that I think Trump should run in 2024 under a third party. And the reason why I say this is because I feel this election, and I don't know if anybody in the comment section agrees or agrees to disagree, which is fine. I feel that the election really exposed the Republican Party more than the Democratic Party. And the reason why I say this is because about 6 months before the election, Fox News started throwing Trump under the bus. And I thought, okay, well, that's kind of odd. And then as the election came, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell start slowly throwing sneak disses at Trump. And then as Trump was running for re-election, you notice all these Republicans never really came out and endorsed Trump other than Ted Cruz and a couple other guys. Yeah,
Ted Cruz is a warrior,
Yeah. And other than that, other than Ted Cruz and maybe a couple others, most of these Republicans were either silent or they were sneak dissing Trump. And as crazy as that sounds, I think this election exposed the Republican Party more than the Democratic Party, because I think notice after Trump got elected, I mean, after Joe Biden got elected or selected or whatever you want to call it, I call it selected, but they say President-elect, but President-select Joe Biden. Notice after that, all these Republicans have been kissing Joe Biden's ass.
Hey, listen, what I say, the person that got me the most heated out of the Republicans is Mitch McConnell. Yo, for me, that man does not deserve any of my vote or anything whatsoever, at all whatsoever. I mean, I think, and I'm glad, Steve, that you're thinking about it like this, because even though we did not get the election result that we wanted, we're able to take these negative things and still kind of make them into a positive by what you're saying, that it exposed a lot of the people in the Republican Party, right, to know exactly who's who. Now, and I'm gonna give my opinion, and this is probably might be the first time that I'm giving my full opinion on a Donald Trump possible run in 2024. I don't think it's going to be a good idea at all. Why? Because the media is not going to forget. I think the media, if Donald Trump runs in 2024, I think the media is going to do exactly the same thing that they did with this incident in January 6th made them radioactive, literally. And the media is still going to come with this, and they're not gonna forget. And if he runs under a third party, I think that's gonna even be more problem for the Republican Party, which is at the end of the day the party that got the power, right? And the structure and the infrastructure to make a huge campaign for president. I think it will hurt the Republican or the conservative, meaning the right leaning candidate, whoever that is. It will hurt more because at the end of the day, in 4 years, Donald J. Trump will have still a massive following of people, of people. And I think that if we take what is on the right and we split them up, I think it's going to be easier for another Democratic candidate to come up again.
And I agree with you on that, but I just feel that if we go into 2024 with this, I'm going to vote either red or blue, I think most Americans are past that, because there's even Democrats that accuse Joe Biden or the Democratic and the Republicans of working together because let's be honest, the Democratic Party does not like Bernie Sanders for the same reason the Republican Party does not like Trump. So really, Trump and Bernie Sanders have a lot in common, despite
I agree.
having different views, and both of the parties hate those two individuals. So they couldn't have Bernie Sanders, who should have won the primary, run against Trump, because whoever won, it was going to be against whatever party won. So in other words, Democrats didn't want him representing their party.
No, of course
Republicans
not.
didn't want Trump.
Yeah, but look how Bernie Sanders was. Bernie Sanders was, and it comes back to the point that I started you. Bernie Sanders was smart, and the same thing happened to him the two times that he ran. Bernie Sanders had probably the most enthusiasm in the Democratic Party both times he ran. Maybe I'm not sure if the first time, maybe yes. At least this time he had way more enthusiasm than Joe Biden, right? But look what happened when he lost, right? He just fell in line under the Democratic Party, because he understood that if he was to, let's say, come out with this other party, right, he would just fragment the Democratic vote, because if he comes up with a Democratic Socialist Party, he would just fragment the left-leaning vote, and that would just make it easier for the people on the right. But Steve, my brother, I don't want to cut you off, but I'm kind of running short on time.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you go.
Thank you, my brother.
Allowing me to speak.
Thank you, my brother, for calling me as always, and thank you for supporting what I do, my brother.
I'll be watching.
Take care. Have a good night, brother. Peace. Bye-bye. Hey, Steve. Making it hot, Steve, with great points as always. I appreciate that call from Steve. Made me think. I love that, guys. This is something that we have to do. Don't be afraid to get your ideas out there, because there might be a person that might straighten out your ideas. Just be humble about it and have a conversation with another human being. You might think your whatever idea you have, you might make it stronger if you voice it, and somebody might poke at your idea, and you'd be like, wait, this idea has holes. Let's not just go over this just because this is the correct idea to do, right? Again, the number to call is 646-470-1077. Somebody's on the line. Caller, you on the air?
Yo, what's up? I'm just calling for the first time.
Hey, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, brother.
It was good. Now, I just want to make a point, because, with all this that happened, I basically just laugh at it at the end of the day. Because, I was messing with Trump, but you just see the hypocrisy on both sides.
Oh yeah, big time.
Even though whatever people's opinion were about the riots because of the people who died, to see our people get so riled up so quick, it makes me just think if I wasn't a Democrat and I was evil, I'll just keep going, because it keeps working over and over.
Yeah.
So, as a joke, I know it's gonna sound messed up, but as a joke, if I ever run for this country, I'm gonna run as a dictator.
Why? Why you say that?
Because you can't leave important things to regular people that they just be like, hey, I like Obama because he dresses nice, he talks nice.
Plain is, bro. Listen, bro. I have, and I don't even want to say who because, you know, I don't want to like shout these person, but I know people that have voted for individuals just because they were a certain sex. They just because, oh no, I'm voting for this person. I'm voting for the most females I can, or I'm voting for the most males because I want males. Nothing to do with the policy proposals that they are talking about. Just because of a certain stupidity, like you said, Obama. You know, some people might be, I voted for Obama. You know, one of the stupidest thing that you could say that you voted for Obama is because he's black. Like you're gonna say that. Look,
and that's exactly what I did because before I was ignorant, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh, okay, and then the scene cracked for me when I was like, oh, Hillary, oh, I get it. So after Hillary, a gay president, right? Yeah. And guess who they had right there?
There you go.
That dude,
Pete Buttigieg. Yeah.
And it feels like a movie because even the names of this dude, the name of the dude and where he's running or where he came from. It's just like a movie, but that's why I'm saying you can't leave important decisions to people. You at least gonna have to be like, listen, if I was a dictator, I'd run it like this: at least an IQ of 90 and up, and you gotta be at least 25 and up. You can't leave it. Look at the Democrats. They wanna bring it down to 16-year-olds. What the hell is 16-year-old gonna do with voting? They
don't allow them to buy cigarettes. They don't allow them to buy alcohol, but they want them voting because it's about the vote. Look, this is the way I look at it. Look, the politicians, these people are smart. The politicians, They know that the population, that the people that vote, they're dumb. They know this, right? So they say the most outlandish things, right? That way it grabs their attention and they get their vote, and that's it. Because they know that the people don't investigate it, which is insanity. It's like Joe Biden, and he said it, and he did this. He said he was going to pick as a vice president, not a person that is qualified, not as a person like today, by the way, is Martin Luther King's birthday, not a person like Martin Luther King said, which was, judge people based on the content of their character, not on the color of their skin. He said he was going to pick a vice president, which was a black female. He just straight up said that,
and we ate it up, and we was clapping.
Oh no, I didn't. I didn't eat that up. I didn't vote for Biden.
No, you know who I'm talking about.
80 million people ate that up, and they voted for a guy who said, "I'm not gonna pick the smartest vice president. I'm not gonna pick that president that comes to the table and brings something. I'm gonna take a vice president that is black and that is a woman, and that's enough for some people. That's it, bro."
Yep. Watch. I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna start with president of the Bronx, and watch. I'm gonna clean blocks. Just give me 2 days, and I'm gonna clean the Bronx up. That's it. All right, man. Good luck.
Brother. Thank you for calling, and hopefully you call back again. All right.
All right, no doubt.
Have a good one. Bye bye. Yeah, man. Thank you for the caller, first time caller. Who else is calling here? And just voice your opinion. I would love somebody to call and tell me why Twitter doesn't have the rights to make their own rules, why I don't have the right to put no cursing on my channel. Can somebody explain that to me? Because again, I believe that Twitter has all the right to make the rules that they want, whatever they are, but they will pay the price for it. And Section 230 has nothing to do with any of that stuff. Let's see who's calling. Caller, you on the air?
Twitter's just basura.
Hey, Morgan, what's up? Twitter's basura, right? They're garbage.
Right. So I just had to, I'm going to just quickly give you a funny story and end it. But I'm reverting back to our Q conversation last week.
Q. Who's in Guantanamo right now? Who's in Gitmo? Let me know. Who's in Gitmo with an ankle bracelet?
They also have... Yeah, they have an ankle bracelet, and plus they've been executed already. So we're just saying clones. Okay, so really quickly, the story I wanted to tell you, because it happened like Monday. It was like really fast after I called in. I was in, you know who David Harris Jr. is,
yeah,
right?
Of course.
Okay, yeah. So I was in his live chat, and somebody was spouting off the nonsense in the chat, right?
Yeah, that science going down. Supposedly science going down in Italy now. Supposedly Italy gate, some craziness going down with the Vatican.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, so where's the evidence? Can you show me? And I was like saying stuff like, you guys always say that, but I never see any proof, just some YouTuber saying it, and then there's no anything. Do you know whoever, I don't know who did it, but it said a moderator shut me up and put me in timeout just for questioning it.
Listen, Morgan. Listen, Morgan, and sorry to cut you off. Sadly,
no, you're fine.
Our side, the people on our side, and I mean, we just have to say it, because if we eventually want to get something done here, we have to, help these people come out of this stuff. It's infested. If you see the chat on some of these, this big streamers, you see the craziness that these people are spewing off in this conspiracy theories on the right, which is insanity, to my opinion. And I think we don't gotta make fun of them, because I think that they are searching for truth, I believe, and that they are on our side. They are voting for President Trump. I mean, I think we just gotta do it in love and just be like, listen, if there's no evidence of this, I mean, this just is not true. It's not provable. So what you're just telling me is a conspiracy theory. But then even if you tell them like that, they'll be like, no, you just gotta hold on and just trust the plan.
Trust the plan. Hold the line. Well, I'm not even really making fun of them. It's just like, but I'm trying to ask you questions, like legitimate questions, and then you put me in timeout in a chat?
Yeah, like...
and then when I came out of the timeout, I was really kind of disgusted, because I wasn't being disrespectful. I was just asking normal
people question, huh?
Yeah, and then I said that, like, when I came back on, and I was like, I wasn't being disrespectful. But then I got mad, and I go, so who's the coward that did that?
Yeah.
And they did it again.
Yeah, because so we doing it, right? And this is whoever that moderator was a right-leaning moderator, right? And just because you have the audacity to question a conspiracy theory, which is proven to be conspiracy, now they're doing the same exact thing that we're accusing Twitter of doing. The same exact thing on our side.
That's my point. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that makes them a hypocrite too. You can't do the same thing just because someone's asking you about evidence. I just want evidence.
It is, and there is none. There won't be none. Q is not coming to the rescue. None of that stuff is happening. We gotta get down to real things, and we gotta get strategic about what we do, what's coming up. Elections are gonna be around the corner, meaning the midterms elections are gonna be around the corner, which are, again, pivotal. Hopefully, like tradition has showed it usually comes back on our side, but we got to make that happen. But we got to be like logical about the things that we're talking about, and we can't just be talking about propaganda out there. Morgan, I'm sorry to cut you off, but I have to get going here, because I got to set up for Jackie, which you're gonna see on the Valentine show in Espanol.
Yes. Okay. Well, it was good talking to you, and just so you know, I'm like calling these people out, not in a rude way, but I'm trying to show them, like, you're spouting nonsense.
That is great. Keep doing that. I think that's you're showing them love, to be honest, believe it or not.
Right.
Have a good one, Morgan.
Well,
thank you.
Everybody have a good night, and I'll see you over at the other show.
All right.
And Jackie.
All right. Later. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.
All right, I have like 2-3 minutes to go. Let me get into the chat here and read some of your guys' chat to see what you guys are saying. Let me see here. Sonia says, agree with the first call about exposing Republicans. Yes, I think, guys, we gotta take you guys, some people might call this a cup half empty. Some of it are calling it a cup half full. We gotta look at the good things that have come out of these defeat that we sadly have, and we just gotta go for it. Okay. Our Heli TV says delusional. I'll tell you. Okay. Yeah. I mean, some of them I think they just got caught into the vortex. I mean, I think we just gotta help them to come out. Bernardo Obando Jr. says, and I'm guessing he's talking about Kamala Harris. She ain't black. She's half Indian, half Jamaican. So she's not African American, and she's not full black either. So she's half Indian, half black. So that's just that. Let me see here what else people are saying. Okay, as Stephen Rose says, people do vote based on color and race too. Yeah, there you go. That is right. Let me see. What else is here? That way I could read. Okay, Ronnie wants a quick prayer before I sign off. Of course, we're gonna be doing that. You know, as a matter of fact, we're gonna be doing that now. That's something that started on the Valentine show en español, el show de Valentín en español. One of you guys was asking me to give a quick prayer before I leave, and I think we're gonna have to do that here now, mandatory on the Valentine show. Let's pray. Thank you, Father, for this, the ability to come into this new year, Lord. I know that we're constantly looking for things. We're always looking for more and always more and more and more cars and a more expensive car and a bigger house and more clothing and more this. Father, help us be happy with what we have. Help us cherish our family members. Help us cherish the food, just the regular food that we, Lord, that there's so many people that don't have it, Father. Bless us at our jobs. Bless our family members with health, which has no price, Lord. I ask you that you help us be good human beings here on earth, and that we may put our hope that it depends on you and absolutely on nobody that's in office, because our life will fluctuate depending on who's in office, and that's not the right way to live. I thank you, Lord, and I ask you that you bless all the people from the Valentine show. I ask you, Lord, that you bless this whole show that I'm doing here, and that the people that come into this show might leave here with some sense of hope. I thank you, Lord, in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Guys, thank you for being another Friday here. For the people that speak a very good Spanish, go back to or you guys are going to be able to go to El Show de Valentín in Spanish, where I'm going now with Jackie. I'll be starting in supposed to be at 9:10, but I'll be starting probably in about 5 minutes, and I'll be there. We're going to be talking about that. Thank you again for all the people that are here. Ronnie, Morgan, Steven, Bernardo, everybody's up in here. Alheli doing his thing, doing his trolling. Guys, know Arheli TV. He's my cousin. He calls in here. Know who he is, right? That way you guys know exactly. You can answer back to him. Anita Persad, thank you, Anita, for being here. Anita, and all the people that are here. I'm very grateful for the people that are here. God bless, Godspeed. See you guys at the other side. I am Valentine. Peace.